Okay, so moving over to our final tab here, the pages. This is going to show us our complete presentation, and we can do some modifications to the individual pages. So just walking through what each page is. So we have our cover page here. It's going to show our subject property, the name of our presentation, the address for that property. It's going to bring in our headshot. And then the next page is going to be a property summary. So everything that is going on with our subject property, all the information around it, you can see here. Moving over to the next page is the listings location map. So it's going to show where all these listings are located within Port Huron, including the additional ones that we selected, the comparables. So you can kind of go through and I'll show you on the map here where those are at. You can click the little arrow to scroll over. Moving down, we can see the listing overview. So here's all our comparables, and it'll tell you comparable 1, comparable 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And it'll also show you the status, if it was sold, active, or canceled. Moving down, we can see the side-by-side comparisons for these properties. So it's going to show you a nice layout of what they have and what's similar. Same thing, we can scroll using the arrow. Take a look at that. Moving down, we have our status comparisons. So this is going to break it out, what's active, what's sold. Other is this canceled one that I selected, but you could see pending there. So it's going to kind of group them up together so you kind of see what's going on with that. Moving down, we have our listing averages. So it's just going to give you some stats on what the average between those 6 listings that I have, and in terms of pricing, bed and bath, square feet. Next one is our price on days on market. So we have a little graph here just showing you the price and how many days it's been on market around that price. The color is based off active, sold, and other. So if you see that. Moving down, we have price and size. The same thing, we have a little graph. This is going based off the price of the property and the square feet. Then we have our pricing analysis. So this is where we put in our estimated price here in that last tab. So we'll see that. This is the average sold price that it was giving us. And then our average square feet, total combined square feet. If you had filled out the net proceeds tab, you will see some information in here around that. And then our last one is the agent profile, which is going to show your headshot, bring in all your information. That way you can be contacted. So you can change these pages. So if you don't want, say you didn't want the net proceeds page in here, you can remove that. You can also go ahead and edit some of the parameters around the pages. So if we click the little pencil button, this will pull up. So we're on the side-by-side comparisons page. So if you didn't want, status or the MLS number or property type, you can go ahead and check those off. So let's just say we'll check off status and see what that looks like. So you can see the statuses were removed from the top. We can go back to the pencil, we can add them back in there just by checking the box and close it out. And we'll see our statuses repopulate. There you go. So you can go through and fine tune it to your liking. So if we wanted to see the presentation in full, we have a few options here. We can do a view, we can do a web view. So this would be, if you wanted to show this like on an iPad, you would do it this way. If you wanted to print this via PDF, you can print it in a landscape format or a portrait format, so horizontal or vertical. So let's just take a look at it via the web view. And so we're going to scroll down. So it creates a really nice presentation. Bringing everything in. Everything is company branded, which is really nice. And it's just going to walk through each one of those pages that we were looking at, kind of giving you a full screen view of it. We can see up the top what page we're on. So we're on 5 of 11, side-by-side comparisons. Scroll down. Perfect. So we're going to go back. So if all that looks good, you can do a couple other things, and we'll touch on this in the next video, is adding additional pages to this. But if you liked what this looks like and you're ready to send it off, click the send button here, and you can send the presentation in that web format. You can also send it, as a PDF portrait or the PDF landscape. That way your clients can download it if they don't want to view it on a screen, if they want to have a hard copy. From here you can put in, to, from, subject, a greeting message, and a body message for it. You can also send a copy to yourself, so you have a copy of it as well. We'll go ahead and close that. And that is our presentation. You can also save this as a template. So say you did do some customization on the pages, or you added pages, and you wanted to save that for next time, so those pages were added in, you could save this as a template. So when you go and do your next CMA, it'll have any additional pages that you added in there, so you don't have to go and find those. And I'll catch you guys on the next video.